Hey, hey, beautiful people out there. This is Yvette Blanton. I am the credit plug, and I come to you on Monday mornings because you know what? A lot of times on Mondays is when most heart attacks are happening. People are sad because they have to get up and go to a job that they don't like. The weekend is over. So I come to you on Monday morning to shake you out the mundane, to talk about some things that can put us in a better place, a different position to be able to thrive. And today I'm talking about why are we waiting to 2023 for our resolutions when we can change our lives now? Like, what is it about us when we say we're going to make these New Year's resolutions? The new year, January 1st. Oh my goodness, new year, new me. I'm going to start exercising. I'm going to start, doing whatever. And guys, I'm talking about myself too, because I'm telling you for the past, I know 4 years straight, I've been trying to lose the same 50 pounds that in my New Year's resolution. But by the second, third week of January, I done fell off the wagon. I done, ate some leftovers, ate some cake or something, and I still have this weight. So I want to know, why are we waiting to 2023 to make the changes that we need to make in our lives now, today, okay? And there's ways that we can make changes in our lives that doesn't have to change everything all at once. We can start making little, small, tiny changes that will put us in a better position when 2023 come in. Because if you want to crush 2023, it starts now. If you want to make the best out of next year, you have to start now. And I know a lot of times it's hard for us to plan for the future, and a lot of us don't plan past our birthday. We plan what we're going to do for our birthday, even if it's a year away. We get our money together. We do whatever we have to do to plan for our birthday. But that's the extent. We don't plan for the year after our birthday or the things that we want to do in the next 5 years or 10 years. And we're stuck. We become stuck in our situations because we don't have a plan to get out. So if you don't have a plan to get out of your situation, then you're going to be stuck. So why we have to wait till 2023? Why do we have to wait for a New Year's resolution? Why can't we start making small changes now that will make a big impact in 2023? And for a lot of us, we do have a job. We get up on Monday morning. We don't like getting up on Monday. The weekend is already gone. We already sad and feeling some kind of way on Sunday night because we have to go to work on Monday. So you know this, right? You know you have to have a job. You know you have to pay your bills. But do you want to work a job forever? Do you want to work that job forever? And if your answer is no, you can definitely put it in the comments, no, then it's time for us to make some changes. It's time for us to do some things that will make our job optional instead of an obligation. Right? Wouldn't it feel better to get up knowing that if you didn't want to go to work, you're still going to make money anyway? Wouldn't it feel better knowing that if your job decided to let you go, you're still going to be okay? Wouldn't that feel better on a daily basis instead of working in fear, getting up, going to this job that you hate? Because if you don't go, then you can be put out your house, you can lose your car, you can lose all these things that we cherish in a society. Doesn't that feel better? I mean, it just feels better. And I still have a job, guys, but by the grace of God, because of the changes that I've started to make, I was able to make my job part-time. So yes, I still do not like the job I go to, but now I don't have to go there. I only go there half as much as I was going before. So it actually opens up a lot of time that I can create, that I can be creative, that I can learn about financial strategies that were not taught in school, right? I could teach my daughter financial strategies that she's not going to learn in school, right? You know what I'm saying? So it's a trade off for everything. It's a trade off for everything. But you need to put yourself in position now so that when you get to the point where you're tired of working, this job is just, the one more that man just say one more thing to me, one more thing to me. I'm going, that right there. So you don't have the fear of, if you don't have a job, you don't have any income. And there's so many ways, guys. We live in the best time ever to make money. Oh my goodness, in all kinds of ways. And the thing is, you can make money being yourself, being exactly who you are, being exactly what God put in you and made you to be. I mean, you can actually make money being yourself, and it's the best time ever. When I was growing up and I was younger, guys, I'm 45 years old, so I'm a Generation Xer, okay? So I'm a little, I'm in that little in between where I remember the old days where, the TV went at 12 o'clock midnight, it went into static and nothing came on because, you're supposed to be in bed. I remember when, you only saw nudity on HBO or Cinemax or Showtime. You didn't see it, on every single channel or whatever. I remember a time where if you didn't have cable, you wasn't watching like the best shows. You were just only watching news and Andy Griffin, okay? I remember that simpler time where, getting your message across, wanting to talk to people and communicate with people, it took a lot. You had to have money either to get on the radio, you had to have money to either for a TV ad, and that took a lot. A lot of people didn't have that. Or you could do a newspaper ad where you can put stuff in the newspaper, but that took money as well. So everything that we tried to do to try to start our business, to advertise our business, to market our business, took so much money and so much effort. Word of mouth was important. That was the main thing that we could get around to find out if the movie was good. Somebody had to go see it. You had to actually go to a movie theater. You couldn't download the movie and see it and tell people about it. No, you had to actually go to the theater. You had to actually go to the mall to go shopping, to find clothes, to do anything. You actually had to leave your house to live your life and have a productive life and actually make money. You had to go into a job, somebody else's job. Or if you even had a business, you had a brick and mortar business where you had to go pay rents and pay for the upkeep and for a business, an actual physical business. But we don't have those barriers anymore. We don't have a barrier of you don't have any money to advertise. There are social media literally pays you to advertise your business. So there's no excuse. There's no excuse for you not getting on social media because you're on there anyway. You're watching me on social media. We spend thousands of dollars on smartphones and Androids and laptops and tablets and all these things so that we can have access to social media, so we can have access to the internet. And the internet changed so much. And for a Gen Xer, it's crazy because I went from a world where I didn't know anything about an internet. I didn't know what we had a computer lab in our high school to teach us how to type in Word and not like Word Perfect or something. Those are what we learned in school. It was just teaching us how to type and prepare us to go out into the job to go out into the workforce to get a job. But now in this day and age, this is the best time that anyone in any walk of life can make money. You can make money. You can make money from your home. I'm sitting in my home office talking to, I don't know how many people I have on TikTok. I don't know how many people I have watching on Facebook. I don't know how many people I have watching on YouTube. I'm able to be on 3 different platforms at the same time, advertising, promoting, talking, inspiring, whatever you choose to do. It's so much easier to get your message out. It's so much easier to be able to reach people, to talk to people. So if you had a dream of starting a business, now is the time to do it. If you have a dream of doing anything, now is the time to do it. Don't wait till the new year. Oh, new year, new me. No, start the process now. You start doing what you need to do now. You start investing in yourself now. That's what we need to learn. That is a small piece that we need to learn. So we can we can go from becoming an employee minded person to a business minded person. And when you start becoming a business minded person, you start saving money on taxes. You start getting more tax deductions. Things start opening up. Businesses are giving more money. Think about it. Even through the pandemic, they were giving regular employees, regular people like us, the government sent us a check for what, $1,200, $600, 12. I mean, they sent us stimulus checks, but businesses got PPP loans that a lot of them didn't pay back, and it wasn't $600. it was, thousands of dollars. So even looking in that, you can see how they treat business owners differently. Taxes treat business owners differently. Okay, when you're an employee, you're paying anywhere between 28 to 33% in taxes. Businesses don't pay that much. Okay, they don't pay that much because they pay taxes on what's left over. So if you start training your mind to start investing in yourself first, invest in you first, invest in your dreams first, invest in the things that make you happy, the things that make you light up, and you will see people flocking to you because people are attracted to that energy. People are attracted to people that are happy and upbeat and making their dreams come true. That is very attractive energy. Okay, so it's no need to wait until 2023. Why are we waiting until 2023, right? Thank you. Why are we waiting until 2023? There is no need for us to have to wait until 2023 to start changing our lives, guys. And there's always going to be challenges in your way. There's always going to be things that is going to try to take you off of the dreams and the goals that you set for yourself. Prime example. I love giving myself an example because this is life. I know at the end of September, I said, you know what? I'm done smoking cigarettes. I was a person that smoked cigarettes. I started smoking cigarettes after my daughter was born, and my daughter just turned 21. And when I started smoking cigarettes, it was social. I was drinking. They were smoking. I took a cigarette. Could never imagine. I could never, ever, ever, ever imagine that when I took my first puff of a cigarette, that I would be smoking cigarettes for 20 plus years. That was not in the cards. I did not want to be a smoker. I knew my mom was a smoker, but my mom died when I was 12. So I didn't think that habit of what she had would transfer over to me or whatnot. But, I picked up cigarettes and I was smoking for 20 years. In September, I said, you know what? I'm spending too much money on cigarettes. And I said, I want to be healthy. The best thing for my health, the best thing that would make an instant impact in my health is if I quit smoking cigarettes. If I stop. So, you know what? I stopped. I went cold turkey. I stopped. I was doing well. I was doing so good, guys. I was like, hey, I'm winning late. No cigarette smoke. I'm good. And yes, I did have a couple cravings or whatever. But one of my awesome Facebook friends told me about this trick about blowing into a straw, and it helps with the cravings because it's really that deep breath. And so I was doing that, and I was like helping. I was like, okay. That was helping, and I was doing good, and by those cigarettes and do anything, I was doing good. All right. Then a friend of mine needed help. They had moved out of their apartment. They was moving to a new place, and they just needed somebody to come and help, kind of clean up and, make it look, decent, for the next person that comes in. And so as I'm cleaning up the apartment, putting their stuff in bags and things of that nature, I found this old pack of cigarettes. It was so old that, the normal smoker was like, oh, that's old, that's stale or whatever. But I was I couldn't throw them away. I kept looking at them. I'll go, like, let me go do something else. I'll go do something else, and I come back in there, look at them, and I succumbed to temptation. I had a cigarette. It was nasty. It tasted nasty. It was the nastiest cigarette I ever had in my life. But the feeling of that nicotine gives you was like, you know what? I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I cannot be a smoker. Oh my God. I started questioning myself. I started questioning why I was trying to quit. I'm like, why you trying? I mean, you been smoking. What's the problem? You see old people smoking, you ain't gonna die from. I was trying to rationalize with myself as to why would it be okay for me to start back smoking after I had not smoked for a month. I was trying to rationalize with myself. And that's what we do. We try to rationalize with ourselves as to why we're doing this, why we're working this job, why we have put off our dreams, why we're putting off our goals. We rationalize with ourselves as to why we don't obtain the things that we want. So we give ourselves an out. So I had to stop and I had to look. I was like, you know what? Stop. Wait a minute. Hold up. I made a decision that I no longer want to be a cigarette smoker. I decided that. So I'm not going to continue to lie to myself and let myself down. And that's why a lot of times we don't set goals. A lot of times we don't go after our dreams because we have lied to ourselves so much. We say we're going to do something. We say we're going to do it. We say we're going to put our all into it. But we give up. We stop. We stop before we meet the finish line and we lie to ourselves. We damage ourselves more than anybody else can because we believe ourselves the most. We hurt ourselves more than anybody else can because we lie to ourselves the most. We decide that our dreams are not important. We decide that the things that we don't want to, that we are setting our heart to do are not important. But we don't realize there are people looking at us. And I had to stop and realize I have a child looking at me. My child is 21 and she's not a baby anymore, but she still is looking at the things that I do. And if I decided to give up on the things that I said that I was going to do, how do I know that's not going to affect her and she started giving up on the things that she says she's going to do? So I had to say, stop. No. Yes, I fell. I made a mistake. I smoked that cigarette. It was nasty, but I still smoked it. And then after that, I smoked another one because I said, you know what? I might as well finish off this box since I have it, right? Right? You see the things that we do to ourselves? And then I had to stop and say, you know what? No, I'm not going to lie to me anymore. I told myself that this is the year that I would be smoke free. I would end this year not smoking a cigarette, not wanting one, and not craving one. So I had to say, you know what? I messed up, but I got to keep going. No, I'm not going to start over. I'm going to start now and say, you know what? Enough is enough. I'm tired of lying to me. I'm tired of letting me down. I'm tired of that. Aren't you tired of letting you down? I know there are dreams that you have in your heart. I know there are things that God has put into your mind to do. But we stop ourselves and we lie to ourselves and we make ourselves feel better in the moment. But when we take the easy way out now, it's going to make it harder later. If I continue to smoke now, when I'm 80, I'm going to die. I'm going to be dying. My lungs are going to be so filled with smoke that they can't do anything. And I have to know that. I have to know that the things that we're doing is leading into what path is going to lead us to. I know cigarettes leads to sickness. I don't want to be sick. Cigarettes leads to death. I don't want to die. And I don't want my child to see me give up on the thing that I said I was going to do. I don't want her to see me as a quitter. I don't want her to see me as a failure. I don't. I don't want her to have those attributes at any time about her mom in her mind. I don't want her to think that she say something and because it gets a little bit hard, it's okay to quit. No, it's not. So that's why we have to start now. You have to start now and make your mind up now that you're going to be different in 2023. Okay. And when I say make your mind up, I mean make your mind up that no matter what, no matter, you have to understand things are going to come to take you off your path. People are going to say things to say, you know what, girl, it ain't even that serious. They going to try to make you feel like the things that you're doing for you is selfish. They're going to make you feel like that you can't accomplish the things that you said you was going to accomplish. People are going to come in your way and try to stop you. But the main person that's going to try to stop you is you. You are your biggest enemy. I am my worst enemy. I talk myself out of things all the time. I talk myself out of things that are very beneficial and helpful for me. Like I said at the beginning of the live, I've been having the same resolution of losing the same 50 pounds for over 4 years. But I talk myself out of getting up and not exercising. I talk myself out of eating an extra piece of cake. I talk myself out of making a peach cobbler this weekend, knowing good and damn well I don't need no cobbler. Now, I might need some peaches, but I don't need no damn cobbler. But I told myself into making it because, oh, I deserve a sweet treat. I work hard. I do this. You know, the things that we tell ourselves to justify why we stay in the state that we're in, when we know we can do better, when we know God has put more in us to do better. Guys, it's time out for living mundane. It's time out for doing the same things over and over and over again and expecting a different result. It's time out for that. And the first thing I need us to do is start investing in ourselves. And I don't know, for you, you need to invest time into yourself, and you need to invest money into yourself. You need to start paying yourself first. I want us to start doing that. That one simple action. I want you to start taking 10% of your income, of your check. When you get paid, that first 10%, I want you to put into a savings account or put somewhere where you can't touch it. Start paying yourself first. It does something to your mental. Start paying yourself first. It does something to your finances. Start paying yourself first. It does something to your opportunities, okay? You have to start paying yourself first. Invest in yourself. Investing in yourself includes investing time and learning something new and paying yourself first. You work hard all week. And we're not working just to pay bills. We're not working just to work. No, no. We're going to be using our jobs as our wealth partner. Our job is going to help us get to the point where we can make our job optional. And in order for that to happen, we have to start shifting the way we think. And one thing that we all can do that will help shift the way we think. And I know you're thinking, oh God, I got bills. I'm living check to check. I can show you how to stop doing that, actually. But the first thing we're going to have to start doing is we're going to start paying ourselves first. So when you get paid on Friday or whenever you get paid, you take out 10% and you put that somewhere, whether you're going to invest it, whether you're going to save it, whatever you're going to do. But you need to put that somewhere where you're not spending it on bills, you're not spending it on your kids, you're not spending it on anything in the household. That money is going to be sitting there for you, okay? For you. Because until we start investing in ourselves, investing our money and our time in ourselves, we're going to stay in the same cycle of having to go to work, where our job is going to be, we're going to have to go because we're not going to figure out other ways to make money, okay? So that's what I want you to take from this live. Pay yourself first. That is the practical step everyone can take. Pay yourself first. And if you're at a point where you're living check to check and you don't know how that you're going to be able to do that, guys, send me a message. Visit my website, YvetteTheCreditPlug.com, and I can show you how to stop living check to check in 3 days. In 3 days, if you're working a job and you have a W-2, in 3 days, I can show you how to stop living check to check, because we're overpaying in taxes. And that's the first thing that you can actually adjust. And people don't realize that. So we can get you out of that check to check. But the practical step for this week, guys, is pay yourself first. Whether that is, and if you don't, and if you're like, a lot of people, they don't have a job, they're looking for a job. You can pay yourself first by investing in learning a new skill, reading a book. Okay, you can read a book. Reading a book is investing in yourself, and I mean a book that's going to teach you something. Well, in a lot of books, I'm not going to say that. Let me not say that, because that's being very judgy, right? So I'm not being judgy. Read a book, because people that read, their vocabulary grows, and they're able to invest. I mean, I'm not invest. They're able to express themselves better. And if you learn to communicate better, if you learn to communicate where people can understand you, then you know what? You can sell a product. You can grow a business. You can develop a brand. Okay? So, guys, we have everything that we need to get us out of the place that we are. But we continuously say we're going to wait to 2000. We're going to wait to the new year to start. No, the new year starts now. We have to start now, okay? And if you need any help, any advice, like I said, from getting from paycheck to paycheck, I do have a free ebook. If you visit my website at Yvette, EVETTE, thecreditplug.com. You can have access to the free ebook that I have there that goes over, things that we can do. I mean, it's the title is what every parent needs to know before paying for college, because I do work with a lot of parents paying for college. That's one of my specialties, helping my daughter get through. But the information in the book applies to everybody, because it's financial literacy, and it's financial literacy strategies that you can use to go from where you are now to where you want to be. So, guys, that's all I have for you today. Like I said, I come on Mondays, and I know I'm supposed to go longer on TikTok, because they say you got to be an hour and all this stuff. I don't have a whole hour. I'm sorry, I just don't have a whole hour to sit on TikTok and talk and talk and talk. I love you guys. Don't get me wrong. But I just don't have it. Okay. So I just want you to know this is what I'm, telling you today. Pay yourself first. Okay. Pay yourself first. That is the action step for this week. You take your first 10% and you pay yourself. You put that into an account for you. Okay, that's what we're doing this week. All right, guys, I know you can be anywhere in the world, but you decide to spend a couple minutes with me. Your girl appreciate it. Visit the website, thecreditplug.com, to get your free ebook. And guys, I'll see you back here on Monday at 10 with moving from the mundane, because you know what? We're not going to do the same thing. We're not going to be in the same place next year. We're just not going to do it. All right, I love you guys. Have a great, awesome, beautiful day. And I'll see you next Monday. Bye. Bye. I love my TikTok people. Hey, Chris.